Hey YouTube, what's happening? I want to talk a little bit about Lindsey Williams, his last interview with the Alex Jones show a few days ago. I'm telling you, man, that boy has done lost his mind. He's lost it. I don't know what he's talking about. He's getting some disinformation from his sources. I don't know if he's on the take with his sources, but he is sure polluting the airwaves with some non-truisms and some filth. The truth of the matter is this. The Illuminati, okay, primarily the United States and London, all right, have lost their military throne, okay? I've said in my last videos, they can no longer go around the world and intimidate everyone with their military machine. I got a couple of links below if you'd like to take a look at them. Explains that a little bit more in depth. Another point is this, is that their rituals, because they're very into their rituals, they're very into their, Luciferianism and their devil worship and all that stuff, and that is one of the sources of their power in the past. Well, those rituals and ceremonies and everything have been completely disturbed, all right? So they are not able to access that energy source any longer. So they've been very boxed in. They've been very isolated. They've been cornered. And they're doing everything they can to just keep people off of them right now. And I think that Lindsey is acting as part of that disinformation campaign. And he might not even be aware of it. So, that might also be a reality. But, what I am calling this now is the Wizard of Oz syndrome. And, it's almost like you have the Illuminati screaming on top of the hill, "We are the great Illuminati. We are the great Oz." And in reality, what are they right now? You pull the curtain back and they're just an out of shape, fat, old, decrepit little man. And that's really what they are. So yeah, their last defense right now is they're going to get puffed up. They're going to put out all this disinformation. They're going to make themselves try and look bigger than what they are. But what they are is cornered, and they're in the last phases of their reigns of power. The Middle East right now is being allowed to go back into the power of where it originally came from, which is the people of the Middle East. The United States is no longer going to be able to manipulate the situation in the Middle East, and that's why you have all of these uprisings. The United States has to take that top of the pressure cooker and let it go, and they have to stop manipulating. British Petroleum just announced on the news a few days ago that they're getting all of their people out of Libya. Well, that is the case all over the Middle East. They are running because they cannot militarily or covertly manipulate that area any longer. China and the international community will not stand for it at all. And when I say in the videos, some of my past videos, I've been using China as an example, on a number of different occasions. Yes, it is China, but it's also a whole host of other nations along with China. And I actually heard on Red Dragon Leo a couple weeks ago, there was a really good speaker on there. He spoke for a couple hours, and he used a great analogy, and he said China is the bulldozer that's running this momentum through for the international community, okay? And that's a perfect example. It's a perfect analogy. China's the bulldozer. China's shutting down the United States and Britain's military. China, the Arab states, Russians, and some of the other people that hold all those T-bonds, yeah, what do you think they're going to do with them? Sell, baby, sell. Crash that dollar. Get rid of the Illuminati, get rid of the Federal Reserve, get rid of the banking cabal. Oh yeah, that's why they hold all those T-bonds. That's why they hold all those T-bills. They're not stupid. They know exactly what's going on. So from Lindsey Williams' standpoint, he makes it sound like the United States is going to go back and hamstring the Arabs by crashing the dollar and ruining all their T-bonds. Dude, you're talking crazy talk. Crazy talk, man. You're way out in left field. And I think that he's been given disinformation, purposely and obviously deliberately. They are skating on thin ice. They don't got too much left. The Arabs, talking about T-bonds, they don't give a damn about those frickin' T-bonds. A T-bond that's not paid will turn into a lien on that country. They all know that. China knows that. Russia knows that. The Arabs know that. They all frickin' know that. They're not worried about the T-bonds. The Arabs in particular, they want the United States out of their frickin' countries, man. They want them out. The United States has put up so many puppet dictators in that region and all over the world that the global community is just tired of it, man. And they're not going to put up with it. So, Lindsey, I'm checking you here, buddy, because what you're saying is not what's going down. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And there's a lot of disinformation out there these days, so be careful. You know, the Illuminati are down, they're cornered, but they still are running their mouths. They're still running their mouths, okay? And they're going to put out as much disinformation as they can. The more disinformation they can put out, the better for them, because it's a scientific fact that the human brain, when it gets bombarded with information, too much information from different angles, it shuts down. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to mentally shut you down. So what I'm saying, I'm putting out this information to tell you the truth. You know, it is going to be a better world, and the Illuminati is getting their ass kicked all over the place. Financially, militarily, everything. So, as far as Lindsey Williams saying all of these things about the Illuminati still being in power and they're going to collapse the dollar and do all this, absolute nonsense. I mean, the dollar is going to collapse, but it's not from them. It's from other sources. Taking out the Federal Reserve once and for all. So, all right, guys, just wanted to put this video out there and, you know, staying true to my channel. Mission statement of my channel is making sense of a world gone mad. So, hope you guys like it, and have a good one. Thank you.